Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to today's Whips, Bits and Chat. Sorry, this week it's a bog standard normal video and not a live. I've got time to do stuff, I've got time to edit. Come on, let's go and see what I've got for you today. Okay, so before we start, I'd like to explain the reason I've got some time today is hubby's not here. He's actually up at the hospital getting the wire removed from his hand. So I'm doing as much videoing as I possibly can today because I'm going to be able to get loads done, I hope. Before I get the call to come and pick him up. He's going to be off his face on meds. It's going to be hilarious again. I might tell you about him next week, I might not. So let's get started on today's video. First up, it is of course our video roundup. So this week we had a tutorial go out. It is for this crocheted bottle and gift wrapping thingy bob. Okay, it hasn't had a lot of watches yet. Fingers crossed some of you will like it, but here we go. And there it is. My bow's been squished and moved around and looks horrible because I laid it flat to measure up because it's not staying like this in this house. The ribbon will be coming off tonight and I'm stripping back some, but here it is. It's a little bit skewiff, but yeah, you get the gist. Okay, so there we go. And this one was made with two different yarns that I'd been gifted last year. I'm so bad, but I want to make sure I get a project and I use it for a project for me or for my house with pretty much all of the yarns that I'm gifted. That's what I want to do because I want to be able to keep them rather than making something and then handing it over, because there's extra special, isn't there? It's extra special when someone gives you the yarn. So I like to keep it. I'm selfish like that. But the yarns that I used, one was this one. That is the black and white, the black and grey sections. And I can't find the label for the other one, but it's a grey with a sparkle running through it. So there you go. It's all the information, of course, for those yarns. Oops, hold it the right way. All the information about these yarns that I've used is on that video, and the link will be in the I button up there for you. Right, next video out, I've still got it so I can quickly show you, was for this book here. It is the Edward's Menagerie and it is dogs, and it's by Kerry Lord. Now this book's got 65 patterns, gang. I'm not showing you the patterns on the inside. It took quite an age to record this one and I did go quite fast. And I've already had 2 comments on this. I should say I'm recording this on Friday. The video went out on Thursday. So I've had 2 gorgeous comments. One was our Mrs. C Cottage, who has said that she has the book and several others of the same writers. She said she loves them, and her sun bunnies are adapted from the first book of Kerry's that she bought. Now, for any of you that don't know, go and have a nose at her sun bunnies. They are so cute and they've got beautiful stories attached to them. I'll be telling you a little bit more about them probably in the new year at some point. And the next comment was from our Mrs. Bradshaw, and she said, what a fantastic book. My comments were hilarious. And she thought she was watching the Westminster Kennel Dog Show. Is that the name of it? So I did have to put a sneaky reply into the bottom of that, and hopefully I will say this how it came out in my head, so we know it won't quite match. Okay, I said I only know of Crufts. There could be a Westminster Dog Show, but I've never heard of it. As Westminster is where we cage the Prime Minister and all of the MPs. now I've got visions of Boris, Liz and Richie all doing the obstacle course. Can you imagine it? All them all running, crawling through the tunnels and up and over things and trying to do the weave and then trying to beat each other to the end post. Now that would be worth watching. And yes, I am in that warped mood this morning. I must have had a good night's sleep. Right, okay. The last video up that I put out this week was, of course, the Fun Day Die Day. Now, I had to move that over to Saturday because there was no guarantee, or there is no guarantee, depending on how we look at it, because today's Friday. It should have been going out today in about 6 hours. But there was no guarantee for me that I would actually be here because I may be picking up my husband from the hospital. So I moved it a day forward. I couldn't do it a day back because we had other stuff that we were running around doing, of course, all the prep work for the hospital. So I'm going to give you a sneaky peek at the yarns and tell you the colourways. But I also can't tell you at this time whether anybody has dibbed it or not. Now, to dib it, what I'd like you to do is pop over to the original video, which is up there, the Fun Day Die Day, and write in the comment section dibbed along with the colour name, and also fire me over that email so I can tell you what the prices are and how much it's going to cost you to post. Now, I'm not posting anything out now until the new year because Royal Mail are having strikes. Actually, everything seems to be having strikes over this month in the UK. So rather than it sitting at a depot waiting to be sorted, although I'd be using a different company, there's still no guarantee, is there? So I thought rather than it sitting there, I'd rather just wait until January to post out. That also gives me the opportunity to go and get Christmas presents because I haven't done that yet. I've done no Christmas shopping. Normally by this point I'm sitting back, smug as out, Christmas trees up, decorations are up and everything's done. Right smug I am normally. My Christmas tree is still in the loft along with all the decorations. I haven't cleaned any of the carpets yet or rearranged any of the rooms yet. And as I said, I've done no Christmas shopping. I haven't even written out a Christmas card. If you're normally on my Christmas card list, expect an email with a cute picture probably of Liam and a Christmas message. I think that's going to be the safest option of this year. But let's get back to the Fun Day Die Day yarns. I did have fun with these. Now, I got new colours because I was really lucky. I had a couple of gorgeous girls, as you know, because the videos have already gone up. A couple of gorgeous girls challenge me to some colourways, and I've also had another gorgeous girl with an order, so yay. So because of that, every time a new order comes in, I can buy some new dye, normally only the one colour. So what I've been doing is I've been waiting, stocking up until I can get some really cute colours. Okay, so where shall I start? I can't remember the order I did it in. Solids. Right, so let's go with the more solid of the colourways first. They've each got a, oh, it's okay, it just rolled onto my belly. They've each got a little piece in here, so I know what I called them and what video they're on. How cool is that? Finally, I've started organising properly. Okay, these of course are from video 12. They are all a DK weight yarn, which is 100 grams, and on the original video I've also got in the description box how many meters / yards you get. Okay, but I haven't got that on my little labels. Now this one here is called Blue Skies. Now I haven't got my overhead light on today. I've got a little bit of sun coming through, so hopefully you will get quite a nice, yeah, that's a nice representation of the colour on my screen. Cute is that. I am not going to be undoing them because I finally got them hanged where they're nearly neat. I did say nearly. Okay, so that is blue. That one is called Blue Skies. The next one up, put the label back in, otherwise you're going to get a muddle. There we go. The next one up is called Plum Pudding. Well, it is Christmas. I had to give it some sort of Christmassy name. But this one here is a plum pudding. Now this is showing up more brown on screen, but actually it's dark plum. I really like it. Let's see if I can get it to look better against. No, I'll stick some photos in, and hopefully the photos will show you the colour a little bit better. Okay, so that was plum pudding, sorry. And both of those were dyed in the same way. They're on. I did it all on the table this time round. Yeah. So I was just looking at the yarn going, that's a table design, that's a table design, that's a table design. Whew, all table. Right, okay, these next two, okay, so I've got two in this colourway, is called the Plum Blue Flowers. So if any of you have watched all the videos, as soon as I say flowers, you know it's a spray bottle play. Okay, so here is the Plum Blue Flowers. Okay, so that's showing the colours relatively well there. So let's bring them up to the camera so you can see them a little better. They're both the same weight, same thickness. I've just not twisted them exactly the same. And in the photos, one will be twisted one way and one will be twisted a different way, so that you can see how they work, and hopefully it will spark some ideas for what you could make with it. So of course that is DK weight as well. So that's those two. And then the last two, I got brown. And did I? Yeah. It's alright, I'm getting all confluged. We know me. Poppy gets confluged. Poppy has to watch her own video and then add extra bits in. I'm that bad. Right, okay, so these are next two are called a roast chestnut. So as you can probably guess, chestnut brown. So yep, these are very much browns. Now, I really do like these. They have got some different tones within them, as you can see here. So it's not just one straight colour that goes light to dark. It goes light, dark, and then you have this richer brown running through as well. Now, I made a poppy brown, didn't I, by mixing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I'm lucky because there was an order that was going out, but we've put that on hold this month because of different things. And of course now it makes it even easier for me because it can go out in January if she would still like it, but you never know, she might swap to these ones. These were my first, these were the poppy browns that I made that are on the 50/50 base, so they are a little bit shinier, but I wanted to compare the two, you see, to see what they were like. And as you can see here, the poppy brown, which is this one here, I think the colours are richer, they're brighter. So it's more of there's a slight red undertone to these ones, whereas these ones are a dark undertone, okay? Just to give you a rough idea on the colour differences, I still do prefer these ones. And these, although I would make something with this one, but I prefer this colourway because, hey, I'll never be able to make it again, which is why I prefer it. Right, I'll pop them back in the box. So, and that's all of the hanks that I dyed up this week. And as I've said previously, if you really like the look of them, make sure you pop back to the original video that's in the I button up here and put the word dib and then say the colourway name that you want. I will then move that over to the description box and just write dib by the side of the colourway that you've chosen. If there is already a dib there, don't worry. These ones I can easily reproduce because I haven't mixed any of the colourways up. Okay, so I can reproduce them. So if it's under dibs, don't panic. Just fire me over an email stating you've seen it's on dibs, but you would like X amount of hanks, and can I dye them up for you? How much it is, blah blah blah, and then I'll tell you what your bill's going to come in at. And hopefully I'll be able to get a really good postage cost for you, because as I've said, I'm not running through Royal Mail at the moment anymore. I'm going to be going with a different company, and I think I found one that I really like the price of, and if I really like the price, then you guys know you're going to like it too. Now for a little bit of cheeky news for you that you may or may not find interesting. Over on Ravelry at the moment, I am running a 20% off all patterns. A discount code for you, for my gorgeous, gorgeous crazies, because hey, it's Christmas. It will be valid till December the 31st at 2022, sorry, at 23:53 GMT. It is 1 use per customer, and your code is "It's Christmas," all in capital letters and all squidged together. So remember, it's a Christmas. So if you would like to use that promotional code and finally get hold of those patterns that you've been looking for, there will be a link up in the I button. There's also a link to Ravelry in the description box of this video, where I will also write out the discount code so you can copy and paste and add that at the end when you've chosen all your patterns, and see how much it's going to save you. So have fun shopping. Now remember, that covers absolutely all the patterns. So that's this one here that comes with its tutorial. You've got the fairy, the naughty fairy, oh where are we there, and the naughty Santa. So you have got time to make those two as well. They also come with a tutorial. You've got the gift card holders, the Father Christmas decorational face tree thingy. Yeah, that's quite bad. I would put photos of them all up, but I'm not going to. And of course, all of the C2Cs, the other baby blankets, the cushions that you can see up the top. Where are we? I was right. Up the top there, the unicorn cushion, the cupcake cushion. Those two are mine. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of patterns over there, as I said. There's over 27 there now, so go and have a nose. Even if you decide you're not going to purchase, it would be really lovely if you gave the shop a little heart so that it showed up to more people over on Ravelry. And of course, as long as they're your family and friends, share the code round, share the link. I don't mind. Right, so what else have I been up to this week? If you managed to watch the replay on last week's Whips and Bits live, I was telling you that I was making a doorstop using, of course, the same stuff as the bottle cover, so using the same yarn. Now, I ran out of the glittery one, or at least I knew I was going to run out of the glittery one. It's not a doorstop, sorry, it's a Alright, it's a door draft excluder, and it's going across my patio doors in my lounge. Now these patio doors aren't just your normal run-of-the-mill, one patio door opens and the other one can if you wish. This one is one of those slidey ones that's probably, you would have probably seen in the UK back in the 80s, because I know my grandmother had them and said they were a nightmare. But so the wide ones that take up a massive chunk of the back door, we would have had the bifold ones, but we were out by a couple of millimeters on the size, so we ended up choosing these other ones that are a nightmare. Granny was right. Okay, so I'm making this this thing right for the back. Now I'm halfway. Yes, finally I'm halfway. I hate it. It's all single crochets. There's nothing fancy about it. I'm literally just sitting there daydreaming the evening away, dreaming up other crochet patterns, and I've got one that I desperately want to try out and desperately want to do, but I can't until I got this done, because the weatherman says it's it was -5 last night. It's going to be minus even more tonight. There's snow in Scotland already. Luckily I'm down south west. But even I've said there's going to be snow in the next week or so. So I need to get this done, because those windows have a draft that come through them. They're brand new. They've got put in during lockdown. Why is there a draft? Stupid doors. But anyway, this is roughly what it's looking like. Okay, I say roughly because I folded it. Okay, I haven't finished. I haven't finished. Okay, still going. Hold on, still got to get the rest out. I'll be there a little while. But no, still going. It's got to be, to cover the area, it needs to be 89 inches. Okay, I'm saying it in inches because if I said it in centimetres, I would have told my husband where I would stick the crochet hook. But no, it is, so I'm halfway. Well, I'm just over, actually, just over halfway on this section. Okay, so it starts off like this with some like a smaller stripe, because of course the bottom looks like that. And it's all misshapen. It's going to be misshapen until I end up putting the stuffing in. But anyway, so it goes stripe, 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 stripe. I'm not going to have enough yarn. Oh, let's put some plain boring grey in. Then I thought, well, I can't just stick with plain boring grey. So then I decided I was going to go stripe of the multicolour, stripe of the sparkly. That's why it looks darker. It's actually the same shade. It's the sparkle that's making it look darker. And then another stripe of the mixed one, right? So that's what I'm doing. That's my pattern repeat that I'm doing to try and make it match, or at least it was. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going the right way now. Then I went, I'm going to run out of that black as well. Grey, grey, more grey. So there's a big chunk of grey, and I thought, well, that's fine. That's going to cover up a chunk of the door. And there's like 88 or 89 rounds in there, I think. It was 80 something anyway. I got it written down because I need to make it match the other side. Okay, so that was that bit. Then we got to the, this is now coming up for the central section, nearly. Okay, so I thought, right, well, I've got this central section, that's going to be the main focus. This bit, chunk here, will be hidden half the time behind a curtain, so it's not going to matter too much. So my middle section is like that. So it's a stripe, a black and white stripe, then a thicker stripe, then the black and white, then a chunk of grey, then black and white, grey, black and white. Okay, so that is the middle. So I've now got to do that much again. Oh, hence why I've said I'm cheating. I am stripping this back because this bottle pattern is actually the same as the start of this one. So I'm going to be taking it back, taking this bottle back, sorry, to the top of this section here and stripping it out where the magic is in that bottle, which saves me that much. So then I've just got to do all of that bit again, from there to there. I'm insane, I'm loopy, and I hate it. I can't wait for it to be over, but fingers crossed I can get that section done over this weekend basically, and then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to nick my husband's pants. Oh, sorry, I mean trousers. Anything with holes in, basically. It's coming up to Christmas. It's time he cleared out his wardrobe. All of them freaking t-shirts with holes in. The trousers where he's, like the jeans and stuff, where he's worn through the knees. I can't wait to shift it all. Cut it up really small and then shove it in. And when he says, where's all my clothes? I'll be like, they're by the back door. Yes, I'm in an evil mood as well as crazy mood today. Okay, so Poppy is a very, very bad girl. Poppy is a very, very forgetful girl. And Poppy was just going through her videos and realised that on Whips, Bits and Chat 133, I ran a competition, and it was for you to have any pattern from either the Ravelry shop or of course a winner only pattern. It was your choice, or should I say the winner's choice, and I was meant to pick that on the 1st of December. I don't remember doing it. Okay, so because I don't remember doing it, and I know I haven't had a great deal of I've won a prize emails, actually I've had none thankfully, this month, I know I haven't done it, so it is now time to pick the winner. So I popped over to the video where we've got seven comments on it. Only 7. That'll teach you guys for not watching it to the end. I am that much of a witch. I'm going to say it like that. Change the letters around. Hey, dyslexia works wonders. Right, okay, so our 7 entries are Jane Stevens, our Cheeky Ninja, Have a Go Joe, Sonia M, Mrs. C Cottage, Teresa's Handmade Gifts, and of course a Mrs. B. It's our Mrs. Bradshaw. Right, so all your names got entered into it. I've just got to try and remember how to do this now. Oh yeah, try hitting the word spin maybe. Yep. So fingers crossed my hands work today. So there you are. I'll give you a few moments to have a look and see if you can spot your names. Okay, good luck everybody. Oh Ninja, you've only gone and done it, girl. Congratulations. Make sure that of course you send me a message, pop in and also pop a comment in the comment section down below. I'll read through all the rules again in a moment. I just want to now go and double check and see if there is any others that I've missed. Now I do still have another competition running. It is from the live from the 4th of December. Now I'm going to leave that running a little bit longer because it's only got 4 comments on it at the moment, and of course it only went up on Sunday last week, oh whatever day it was, on the 4th it went up. So not all of you have had a chance to come over and view it yet. So when you have a watch, have a listen and see if you can find the hidden question in that video, and then of course pop your comment in the comment section underneath, and that will enter you into that one. Right, I think that's pretty much it for me for today. I haven't got a lot of anything else done. So I need to get back to carrying on with this almighty thing here, so that I can also run upstairs and raid hubby's wardrobe now while he's not here, and cut up all the clothes that he loves the most. It's for stuffing. He challenged me to it. It's his own fault. Right, that is it for me for today. I will see you all really soon, so please remember, stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Goodbye everybody.